Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EGIK WM France Deck G456 game with Korax, PJ17, and Wallfly. I think that was it, Rallocran. I think that was the last game. Win-win Wednesday? Yep. So yeah, we're here on 2-Win Wednesday looking for win number 2. We're currently 1-3, so been a while since I've seen Historian. Yes, and Historian is extremely good. Yeah, what else do we have here? We've got Pickler, Lord of the Manor. So there's some good cards here. Seasonal Worker can be good with Lord of the Manor. Honestly, there's some quite good cards here, I have to say. Yeah, we've got Historian, Lord of the Manor, Trailblazer, Pickler, Seasonal Worker. I'm going to take Historian. Historian is incredibly strong. Historian is like Storage Minder, which is one of my favorite cards, except for Occupations. I think what I'm going to probably try to wheel is... Honestly, I'd like Grantor to wheel, because Grantor being able to get 8 food without playing... Like, having Historian play Grantor as my last occupation without having to use an action, like, that could be so impactful. So yeah, I think we're taking Historian here. And we'll see what wheels. But Lord of the Manor, Pickler, definitely cards I need to keep in mind. Trailblazer and that other card, Trailblazer and the Worker that gets you a wood and a food when you sow. That's also a very potent combo. Yeah, I think Historian though fits better. Like, it's more flexible. I think Historian is going to get some good card back. Yeah. It's yeah, it might be slightly worse, but just because of the resource actions it requires in stage 1. But yeah, Historian just seems crazy good to me. It seems like absolutely insane. All right, we got School Lunch Lady here, Barrel Maker, Cabbage Lover, Crop Rotator. So interesting to think about Cabbage Lover and Crop Rotator knowing Pickler's out there. But for me, this is School Lunch Lady. Like, getting grain with my Historian occupations, like, yeah. I think it's not really close, I don't think. As good as Crop Rotator is for Pickler. Korax said he enjoyed the stream, which is cool. Also, congratulations, Gray, since you're in chat. Put it on par with Writing Maniac. I think Historian might be better than Writing Maniac because the timing is more flexible. I'm with Sid. Yeah, nice game, Gray. Congrats. Wheelbarrow Pusher used it very well, and it was very oppressive. Like, you could definitely see the pressure it was putting on all the other players. So it was well executed and a very well crafted game. So Wallfly's agonying over her second pick, so that might be a good sign for us. Might be. If you get forced someone to take a 1 read action. Yeah. Stats have Writing Maniac is way stronger. Interesting. Interesting. So I wonder if it's got something to do with the fact that you have to collect all 4 resource types. Oh, wow. So Business Tutor is fun, but Landscape Gardener with School Lunch Lady is a slam dunk. Like, this is 2 grain fields. I can do weird stuff with any miners with grain prerequisites, grain field prerequisites. Like, I like Landscape Gardener a lot. And I think Business Tutor is cool, but it's Landscape Gardener and it's not really close. So the plan right now is something like Historian first, School Lunch Lady second, something third, Landscape Gardener fourth, where I get 2 grain and sow them, and then Granter fifth probably. Something along those lines. Speaking of which, nothing too impressive in this pile. This pile is quite weak. Clay Plaster has combo potential. Brushmaker is probably the best card, but that's weird to say because honestly none of these cards are great. Probably take... I'm not sure what I should take here. Maybe Clay Plasterer. Potter might be okay. I probably would take Clay Plaster. I'm thinking about Potter. So the one thing about Historian is I'm going to need a Clay action in the early game. So Potter gives me an extra reason to take that Clay. And so Potter plus Granter could really keep me fed for like a pretty long time. The thing is, though, Potter eats my Clay, which is going to want to go into ovens. So let's take Clay Plaster. Clay Plaster also lets me use the Clay. It just comes in a lot later. Whoa, Granter did not wheel. Granter did not wheel. I really thought this was going to wheel. Huh. I mean, Vineyard Labor with Landscape Gardener is a thing. Like, I can do Vineyard Labor, Landscape Gardener, Trailblazer. Like, Pickler's still there. I'm pretty surprised Pickler's still here. So this is Trailblazer or Vineyard Labor between those two. Yeah, the fact that Trailblazer generates a grain with School Lunch Lady, I'm probably taking Trailblazer, but Vineyard Labor is interesting. I can sow very easily, yeah. Trailblazer comes with a grain on its own. Yeah, no kidding, yeah. The Vineyard Labor could be kind of silly. It could just let me do some really stupid stuff. Like, Vineyard Labor getting me a wood and a food that I sow with Landscape Gardener, it could be kind of dumb. But I think Trailblazer is probably the pick here. This is a hand that's screaming for a clay oven, and for me to bake with my clay oven and take a grain. It's like begging me, saying, William, if you don't do this, we're coming for you. So I don't need Merchant Plowman with Trailblazer. Sealed Tamer and Animal Keeper are quite weak. I'll take Tax Collector, just sort of by default. And this pick, not Chief's Grandson, I don't think. Probably just Inventor is fine. Although Clay Firer with extra clay from Tax Collector is something to think about, but I'll probably just take Inventor. Maybe I get some minor improvement that lets me play majors easily. I don't know. Yeah, one of the nice things about Vineyard Labor is that it lets you fulfill sow requirements, like sow and field requirements that are difficult to do otherwise. But this hand gets grains so easily that it's not really something I have to think about. Oh man, Ashbringer. This card is following me around today. Honestly, Crop Crib is also quite good. Crop Crib on the wheel would be fantastic. And I mean, House Goat is also great. Baking Tray would be good. Yeah, there's some good stuff here, but Ashbringer is the pick, I do believe. Even though I might be competing with Seasonal Worker, I think Ashbringer is just a very, very good card for the right hand. Seasonal Worker will be a pain. Time to pass House Goat. Yeah. Yeah. I also wonder about if I maybe should have taken House Goat just for If I'm thinking about Historian, I need a start player action to get on Reedstone Food to get all my 4 resources for Historian. So I wonder if it might be correct to take House Goat there. The problem is I pass Ashbringer to the Seasonal Worker and they just kill me all game. Miner Oven would be amazing. A Miner Oven would be so good. Anything that lets me use my grain, which I expect to have a lot of. Yeah, crop crib coming back would be pretty good, since I'm pretty sure the landscape gardener fields count. So that means that I can return. I can sow onto landscape gardener. I can play trailblazer, sow onto the trailblazer, use crop crib to get that field gone, and then go for another, and then use trailblazer again. Like it'll be pretty good, I expect. So I don't need ox goad. Don't really think I need Dolly's mother. Chronicle is decent. Like Chronicle, yeah, Chronicle is decent. Decent. I don't really know if this is a hand that plays Meadow all that well. If I'm getting a free room, then Half Timbered House is more appealing. I guess the pick is probably Chronicle. Do I have enough food? I'm wondering, do I need even more food? The thing is, Chronicle plus Tax Collector, like, it gives me the food to buy the extra good. I think I'm going to take Crop Crib. Yeah. Over Half Timbered House. Should I take Half Timbered House here for 4 rooms? Inventor does discount it. Am I going to have time to play Inventor, though? Like, I don't know if I'm going to have time to play Inventor. I'm going to take Chronicle here. I could maybe School Lunch Lady into Historian. And then Historian plays 4 of my remaining cards. Maybe all my cards excluding Clay Plaster, or all my cards excluding Inventor, maybe. Inventor does discount Half Timbered House. The problem is I'm just probably not building more than 1, maybe 2 major, not major improvements specifically, but maybe probably only 2 improvements that cost 4 resources or more. Normally crop could be incredibly hard to set up. A historian playing landscape, it helps a ton. Yeah, it does. Harvest Feast is pretty good. We've got Grain Bag, but the pick is probably Sickle here. I don't really need Grain Bag this game. Harvest Feast is kind of funny to see. But I honestly get so much grain, I feel like I don't really need Harvest Feast. I think the pick is just Sickle. Yeah. Although Supply Exchange is definitely something with Historian, but Sickle, if I don't get 3 points out of Sickle, I have seriously screwed this game up. Does Inventor discount Chronicle? Ooh, I never even thought of that. It does display 4 resources. Is that its printed cost? Do we want to open up that can of worms right now? Start scrolling through the forums. Start bringing some dead threads back from the dead. I don't think so. Yeah, is that? I'm sure that discussion has been had. It has 4 Okay, so this I love. I love this. It has 4 resources in the printed cost, but not a printed cost of 4 resources. Don't you just love that? Oh, man. That's great. Seems like these guys are having some tough picks, because a couple of them are taking a little while. I'm going to clip another video then. Don't freak out, you're going to hear 2 of me. Oh, I just killed someone's farm. I really need to put the stream markers in better places. It's not hard to click it when I'm about to start talking. Come on. Alright, let's move on to game number 2. Imported timber is interesting here. Yeah, it's... Imported timber is kind of interesting. If I can delay my occupations for a long time. The problem is I don't really interact with the animals that I would fence all that well. So, I think probably not taking that. The problem is I don't really like anything else here. How badly does my early game have to go for me to want to play imported timber? Pretty badly, but it's draftable. Like, nothing else is really good here. I'm not going to want to fish for eel farm. I don't want to plow with yoke. Cooking hearth, I could take it so nobody else takes it so that chronicle goes off more, but that's pretty weak. Fruit tree house is just too slow. Imported timber is the only card that actually might have an impact on my game, even though I think I'm less than 3% to play it, I would guess. Unwanted goods looks perfect. I like unwanted goods quite a bit. Yeah. See you, Sid. It's like the Agricola version of PEMDAS. Whoa, PEMDAS? That's an odd way to spell bed mass. Necklace? Have I ever drafted Necklace, Rylocran? You're definitely going to have to spend food. And actually, you know what? I want to win this game. So even if you spend food... you know what? I could have taken Necklace. That pick didn't matter. You could have spent food on it. I wasn't looking, though. Sorry. I go through the draft a little quick for you guys to do that.
Scholar, with how ugly our hand is. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Polka Dot says 49. Yeah.
If I spend 4 points for Necklace, I have to wear one during the game. I'm trying to think. I wonder if I have any necklaces from Frosh Week or whatever. I had an Animorphs necklace for a while. So in elementary school, I used to want to get the Animorphs books every month. And so then I joined this club, and the club sent you all this garbage. And one of the things was an Animorphs necklace. Wow, we wheeled Half Timbered House. I will not say no to that. It's not the best Half Timbered House hand, because it's nice if you can have a way of picking up. Well, I mean, Unwanted Goods picks up a random resource, but I want more than just Unwanted Goods. I guess Inventor picks up a random. All right, maybe this is an okay Half Timbered House game. Also, we did not wheel Crop Crib. So Crop Crib got taken by someone. Might mean Field Watchman is out there. Might mean that Seasonal Worker is out there. I'm going to guess that it means that our oven is pretty contested. So if I do want to build the clay oven, I probably have to push it out pretty early. Trying to think, what other necklaces do I have here? Oh, you know what? I have a pearl necklace that I bought for a significant other, but we broke up before I gave it to her. It was pretty cheap. I think I still have that. I might have given it to my mom or something. Yeah, do I still have that? I don't know. I kind of have like over here. I have like a bunch of Tupperware that all my stuff is in, and most of them I haven't looked in like probably since I moved into the house. So like 3 or 4 years. So there's some good stuff in there that I find every once in a while. I'm like, oh yeah, that's actually useful. Supply exchange is not bad here at all. I don't mind a 3 wood start at all with supply exchange. 3 wood into supply exchange into reedstone food, grab a clay action, and then boom, there's my 4 resources for historian. Camera blocks. Okay, well, put it this way. I'm pointing in that direction. I'm just teasing you. Alright, so we started second. As I've said many times, best position to start in. This looks like a 3 wood start to me. 3 wood into start player supply exchange. Oh, portion of hand. Not my hand. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, the expend. I'm so sorry. I thought you were talking about my physical hand, not the hand that you guys care about, you know. Like the hand that you can click on to see what cards are there. Yeah, sorry about that. Berry picker. How long since Korax has played? Seasonal worker for PJ17. Okay, so is that where Crop Crib is in PJ17's hand? We didn't see Field Watchman come out, so I think it's reasonable to guess that there's not Field Watchman out there. Passing supply exchange to Berry Picker probably means we're going to go last at some point, because Berry Picker would love to take 3 wood and then turn it into reedstone food, because that triggers Berry Picker. As long as they can get all the wood actions they need, but... Alright. I almost wonder if I should take 2 reed. Just thinking that I'm going to need another reed action after playing Historian, but you know what? The stone is good for the clay oven, so I'll take reedstone food here. This has been a pretty good start. Quite potent start, I think. So second action, occupation, probably. I could take 2 clay. I'd really like to get 4 clay. If I can get 4 clay, then I can clay oven in Ashbringer, or clay oven in Clay Reno, or Chronicle and Ashbringer, or Chronicle and clay oven with unwanted goods. I have more stuff that I can do. Looks like I get knock here though. So not gonna play Historian. I think I'm gonna play School Lunch Lady here. It's a little weird for me to play Historian. Like, normally I would want to play Historian as my first doc, but I think Historian as my second doc is okay here. With School Lunch Lady, I mean, I certainly get a very nice payoff for playing Historian earlier. Or Historian later, which is School Lunch Lady. Whoa, Educator. That's a card. That is a card. So long imported timbers. Yeah. I mean, I could take 2 wood there or 2 clay, but that's a pretty weak move. I think School Lunch Lady is quite a bit better. Are you guys able to unlock my tier 3 emotes with food? Or is the tier 3, or are the emotes that you unlock limited to the tier 1 ox? Am I the only one that can spam the educator? Wallfly plays Hill Cultivator. Wallfly is going to take grain and then build the clay oven. Nuts. The clay oven is already gone, basically. That's fun. So cool. Oh no, she's going to play Chicken Coop. Wow, I am so lucky. I am so lucky that Wallfly is playing Chicken Coop instead of grain. Okay, so Wallfly, if you're watching this, grain, clay, build the clay oven. Now that is dependent on Major flipping round 3, to be fair, but it's so much better. You get 5 food for another 2 occupations. Yeah, she's changing her mind. But poor orphans staring into the foggy windows of your bakery. And me, I have no Christmas ham. Oh, she is deciding to do it. Yeah, too bad. Yeah, so clay oven is not coming into my hand. So that makes me like 4 clay quite a bit less. I think I'm going to take it here anyways. You know what? No, Reedstone food is still really good. I need the fifth food for Historian, so I do still need clay for Historian, yes. So I'll probably Reedstone food into clay this round, and then I can take clay with my next move. Yeah, 3 clay with my second move is fine. Yeah. Historian, oven, ash. Yep. Agreed. Pickler. So Pickler went around quite a bit. What was Pickler 6th for Korax? It's funny, Pickler is an odd card that way. It's a card that can get picked really early, but it also can really fall off, and people pick it like 7th or whatever. 3 wood into the passing miner. That's right, yeah. No, I took 1 wood as an action. Yeah, 3 wood into supply exchange. And stone oven, hopefully. Yeah. I'll need another stone before I can stone oven. But maybe I play inventor or tax collector or whatever. Pretty sure Wallfly will... She doesn't have to do it with this move. Unless she wants to get the food for educator. She might build the clay oven here. Skeptical Sid is skeptical. Reedstone food into building materials. My favorite. I got 4 clay back here. That's fun. Well, the fact that I've had control over Reedstone food this early makes me a lot less afraid of the baking tray player. I'm guessing PJ17 probably has baking tray and was planning to do stuff with seasonal worker, but yeah, quite a nice sequence for a Wallfly Hill Cultivator into the clay oven. Korax has got a lot of wood. That's the one thing I am lacking on. I am lacking on wood, absolutely. Machete. The sheep are still there. Is Wallfly going to 2 clay into the sheep? 2 clay fireplace into the sheep? I wonder. Also, can I risk not taking 4 wood here? I think I really want to play Historian this round. Yeah, Wallfly is playing the fireplace, yeah. I think we could risk Historian not coming out this round to take 4 wood here. 4 wood is quite good. 4 wood into an unwanted goods play lets us build a wood room. 4 wood and knock next round. No surprise Granter didn't come back with an educator. Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. Yeah, should have probably predicted something like that. Also, seeing educator, what does that do? It just makes me like decreases my chance to win by like 10%, 20%. Seeing a card like educator come out. And then also the clay oven, not getting the clay oven also has an effect. Chronicle quite a bit worse now. Quite a bit worse. Yep. Yep. Probably still going to play it because I don't have that many early game miners, but yep, it's quite a bit worse now. Wow. Reedstone food and both the occupation actions are available, which is weird. Very weird. Ooh, barrel maker for Wallfly. Wait a minute, Wallfly. Barrel maker. Historian playing inventor, so I can still stone oven seems good. Yeah, I think so. Awk. So I'm gonna go ahead and play. I might play tax collector first. Who's building majors? No one's building majors. I'm going to throw out inventor here. Inventor plus G. There are 2 5 food actions available. This is kind of an odd game, I have to say. The resources on this game are pretty odd. So I'm going to play Landscape Gardener round 7, I think. So that I can play Tax Collector round 6, I think. I do need a wood action to be able to build, but the wood actions are pretty bad. I could start player Chronicle here. If I start player Chronicle... No, start player is too nice to Korax. I don't want to do that. I don't want a major minor Chronicle either. Honestly, renovating and then building a clay room is an option here. Like 5 clay and then reno stone oven next round. Don't really care about these food actions. We'll see if start player is still available. Because I could do something like start player unwanted goods into reno stone oven. And then... I could reno stone oven and build a clay room. I mean, I have clay plasterer, so clay rooms are incredibly cheap. I don't even need the clay to build clay rooms. I just need reed. I need reed. I know I need reed. Well, that's why I'm thinking unwanted goods can get me a reed. Korax is going to have to start player with their second action. I think I can just... I could build the stone oven here. There's going to be wood available next round. If family growth flips before Reno, and Korax is very close to building again. And PJ17 is very close to building again. I think I have to build a room. A wood room. I probably don't have time to go beyond a wood room. Skipping a wood room with Ashbringer is kind of pointless. That's true. Yeah. I think just the timing, the fact that I don't want to let Korax or PJ17 build and grow in front of me again. So I think that's for me the deciding factor here. And there's House Goat, which I had to pass, unfortunately. Oh, I should play my Auk. Tax collector. I got lots of food now to buy the extra resources, so we can go after all the major improvements basically. I want to get a grain. Oh, Wallfly's playing Granter here. Yeah, Korax Supply Exchange. So he's one wood action away from building another wood room. And he's also the start player. So probably I have to wood into build a room here. Playing Trailblazer next into landscape with a 3-grain sow would be awesome. I was thinking that I really wanted to Trailblaze. So what I'm thinking, Sid, is that if I landscape garden around 7, then I can actually have grain that I've harvested for the round 8 bake action. Because I think I'm going to be a little light on food if I don't landscape sow this round. Or this harvest. You know what I mean? Like, I think the sow bake action in round 8 is quite good. Yeah. I agree with you that getting to sow the Trailblazer field would be amazing. I think it's a little... It is really good. It is really good for sure. 2 grain though. My food will be okay. I hope so. Well, PJ17 is taking day labor with their first move, which is making me think, oh no. It's making me shake in my boots. Definitely need a 3 wood here so that I can build in front of Wallfly. If I can... I can stable block right now, so that's something to think about. Wallfly looks like guest room. Oh, if she has guest room, that would be amazing. If she has guest room, that would be so good. Really gutsy. Yeah, I don't think she has guest room because I don't think you play Barrel Maker if you have guest room. But it's possible. I mean, Educator does appreciate you spending all your actions getting that stuff. I'm gonna build a room here. Wallfly's got wood delivery man. Wow, we're really Wallfly is really appreciating this historian, I have to say. Very much appreciating this historian. So we might see Korax 3 stone and build the well here. I'm guessing PJ17 will family growth and then do a sow action to trigger their machete. Barrel was in my second pack. I don't remember, Sid. That sounds reasonable. Yeah, I do think Barrel Maker is quite good. It's one of those cards that, like, Barrel Maker is like, this is like a common TV trope where someone will get a shock collar that will shock them when they have impure thoughts. Barrel Maker is like a shock collar for when you have impure thoughts playing Agricola. And it shocks you and says, no, take wood. No, take wood. No, take wood. It makes you do good things, exactly. Which is take wood. Yeah. And hoard all the wood. And say no one else is allowed to have wood. Oh, Costermongers is nice here with Seasonal Worker. So then he just eats a raw grain maybe. Or maybe still sow and then machete the vegetable. Macheting the vegetable is not great, but it's okay. Trying to think, would I machete the vegetable there? Maybe. Macheting vegetables is a bit of a waste because it only gets you one extra, but could still be good. Guess I need to start player. Yeah. I do need to start player eventually. So let's play Chronicle a little bit earlier, just so we have a chance at getting more out of it. Since I think What Well is going to get built by Korax, so Cabbage Lover on top of his Costermongers. That's true. Yeah, that's a lot of bonus points from vegetables. Although to be fair, the Pickler kind of says, "Hey, don't eat all your vegetables. Like, we want you to keep them." Merchant Plowman. Okay, so Korax may be Reno Joinery here. And then I can get some wood out of the joinery. Or get some stone. Actually, I should think about that. Do I want the stone or do I want the wood? The stone would let me build the well. And build the well would be pretty nice. Building the well would be quite nice. Start player was a bit premature. Wallfly doesn't really want to build this round. You think she's going to take wood and build again next round? I guess I was looking at Korax after 3 stone, thinking Korax is a 3 wood and a build room action away from building. And PJ17 is a lot farther, but I guess I was worried about Korax. If she doesn't build this round, barrel procs? Oh, that's a really good point. Yeah, that's a really good point. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you're right about that, Sid. Where's Lord of the Manor? PJ17 with Seasonal Worker? Maybe? I think I read Stone Food here. Because then I'm in a position to buy 2 stone off of the joinery and then build the well, Reno well. Feed 4. Harvest. Harvest. PJ took seasonal, Wallfly took... Korax has it. Oh, right, it was in the same pack as Seasonal Worker. I guess I forgot Seasonal Worker was in my opening pack. Tax collect plus SS. I need to play my occupation, which You know what? Do I need Trailblazer out? I don't know if I need Trailblazer out here. It's good. I'm thinking about Clay Plasterer, though. I'm thinking I might reno well with my first move. You know what? There's 4 wood available, though. I won't do that. Alright, I'll just play Trailblazer. I don't need to overthink this. And then I can pay a food for a field. So I can 4 wood into family growth here. Yeah, I can... I mean, he could still build the well, but it looks like he might be going for a stone house, potentially. And if it's the well's gone, I could build the pottery. He had this Trailblaze this round, can sow bacon, Trailblaze again. Yeah, I'll probably sow bacon round 9, right? And then Trailblaze at the start of round 10. I think that's my plan. Certainly we're going to build another room, so I think it's probably going to be a clay room. So I think Clay Plaster is probably worth playing, just because it's a bunch of clay. Although I guess that's all it is, eh? Right now it's a 4 clay action, which is on the board. Now it does come with a grain, but I have lots of grain. Cabbage Lover is in Korax's hand, not in PJ17's hand. Korax's hand. Interesting with Pickler. Lowering my valuation of wood a bit, though. I can take it on day labor. Setting up other stuff is more important. True. I think I'm going to build another room. I don't know if it'll be a clay room. It might be a clay room. It might be a wood room. Probably clay room will be easier to do. And honestly, I like the improvement action that renovating gives me. I want to build a major improvement here. Wallfly builds. Only 1 room, though, and 2 stables. Hello, Ashbringer. You know what? I could build a wood room next round. If I unwanted goods, I could build a wood room. I think I'll do this anyways. Yeah, I could take 2 read. 2 read is fine. I can do 2 read next round. So my 3 moves could be 2 read, sow bake, and reno, maybe? Something like that. Wood Waster. Yeah, she does get another wood from Deliveryman, of course. Maybe she's got another 4 wood occupation. That's going to give her 3 wood here. I don't think so, though. Korax, start player Apiary. Yeah, Apiary is a great card. We've sat in front of Apiary twice today. Earlier we passed it to Sid. Today, or this game, of course, it was Korax's first pick minor. Almost had Trailblazer plus Apiary. Yes, that is a combo and a half. Nice, I get 2 clay here. I think Wallfly really wanted to get the sheep breeding. I guess the other thing I can ask myself is how much do I care about baking next round? Because if I would trigger Ashbringer, that gets me 6 food. It's probably correct to do, but just something to think about. It does get me to 6 food. I mean, I need to get to 5 fields with Sickle. I know that. Korax got to start player into 6 wood. Very nice sequence. Wallfly has 16 food. 16 food. So she watched my educator video where I was like, guys, you need to get ways to feed with educator. She was like, okay, 16 food in round 9. That's quite a bit. Quite a bit. You know what? I've been lazy, Rylocran. I'm sorry. I need to work on it. I'm not sure. I have some ideas written down. I asked you guys for ideas a while ago, and I wrote them all down, but I haven't gone back and looked at the document, which I need to do. And that's on me. I've just been really lazy. Take the 2 read here so I can build, so I can grow in round 10. Ooh, Sobake went to PJ17. I maybe should have seen that coming. Baking with their cooking hearth? Yeah. Okay. Yep. First move Sobake is not that common, but it happens for sure. Especially when you were planning on getting an oven and then both the ovens got built in like the first 5 rounds. So maybe I could reno. Maybe I could reno well. Oh, Korax can build now. So I should build next move. He only baked 1. Yeah, baking 1 is a little weird. Ooh, crop crib. Of course, it didn't come back to me. Yeah, there we go, crop crib. That's why he only baked 1. Fun. I mean, I like crop crib better when you're getting something better than a wood room. But this is like getting him the family growth in round 10, which is quite nice. So, and also it means there's less pressure on me to build here. I'd really like to build around 10 and have Korax not build at all. That would be better. That crop crib was a lot of work. Like, that's a full plow action and a full sow action. I can day labor and major well. I think I definitely am going to day labor. I'm not sure about my other move. He will grow this round, I think. PJ17? No, Wallfly grew. Korax can build. Yeah, I know. I think the hope is that Korax does not build with this move. Because his feeding, well, he's 1 food short of building this round. Yeah, he is. He's 1 food short of building. Because he wants to... Oh, no, never mind. House goat. I was thinking only one food out of joinery. But with Merchant Plowman. But no, he's got house goat. So he does have the food to build here. Yeah, he does build. Okay. Well, I mean, we could always build in round 11, and we can reno first. We have time to play like our clay plaster and stuff. I could almost take a vegetable with my last move here. Sowing vegetables will be very good for me. Wallfly can build, yes. I can't. I can't build. Oh, start player into build. You mean in round 10? I see. Sorry. Yeah, Wallfly could build. I feel like that's probably not a. Yeah, that feels. I don't think that's right. Because of Wallfly being able to build. She said she wished she had guest room. No kidding. Wallfly building would let Korax grow. Yeah, it would. I guess she might not first action build. That's a thing to think about. Is does she want to first action build? I can force her to make that decision. I guess the other thing to think about is if I do start player to build, then I'm really running out of playable miners. Although I do want to play all 3 remaining. I want to play Sickle, Unwanted Goods, and Half-Timbered House, I think. Thinking, what else is on the board? What else will be on the board that I will want? Korax took back a stable. Oh, he didn't announce it, but that's fine. I could reno well here. I have time to take clay before I build now. So yeah, I'm going to reno well. PJ17 Crop Rotator. Good card. Let's save a stone and put out some food. A Wallfly stole my corner. Guess I'll go bottom left. I don't even know what corner I'm supposed to be in. Save S. Harvest another couple grain and feed 6. It's amazing with machete. Yeah, but he says that he can't. Something's wrong, it seems like. He's basically saying that I think he can't feed with it. Really great vineyard labor game. Yeah, sowing wood is nice. Sowing wood is nice, but there's a lot of wood out there. Like my Ashbringer is putting a bunch of wood in. Pickler's out there. Barrel Maker. I feel like they're in Wood Deliveryman. I feel like there's a decent amount of excess wood in the game that I think. Yeah, that's sowing the wood is not as good, and sowing the food is like kind of marginal because sowing a food. Like, you wouldn't sow 1 grain just to eat them all at 1 grain, right? The nice thing about vineyard labor giving you the food is that it's like an extra food that you can use to feed right away if you needed to. Or if you sow the food, it's because you're doing it in stage 1 when you wouldn't be able to get a crop. Apiary doesn't combo with vineyard and you don't get a wood of food when you use it. Good question. Vineyard labor is not in place, so I can't look at the text. But apiary does say sow 1 field. So you are sowing, but it's not a sow action. It's like what we said earlier, right? You are sowing, but it's not a sow action. Like, the rules. Why must you make things so difficult? All right. I want reedstone food. No, I don't want reedstone food. I want unwanted goods 1 reed and then take like 3 stone. I want 3 stone and then unwanted goods a reed. Unless I build another room, then I need much more reed than that. Yeah, no, redstone food is fine. I'm building another room. I feel like Wallfly is someone DMing Wallfly everything I'm saying, because it feels like everything I'm saying she's responding to, but like 3 minutes later. Like she goes to start player chicken coop, and then I'm like, no, don't do that. You should clay oven, and then she does it, but like a little while later. It's a little odd. A little odd. Wallfly can build. Korax can build. I want another room, but it's just going to be so much work to get there. I think I'm just going to take 3 stone. I'll have to think about what else I'm doing here. I want that extra room, but it's like I don't get to grow with it until maybe round 13, which is really late. So I don't need to force it out with this move, I don't think. Or with this round, I should say. Getting a vegetable sown would be quite nice. And PJ17 really wants a sow action this round. Or this before the next harvest, at least. Korax doesn't care. Yeah, getting a vegetable sown so that I can sow more vegetables in the future seems good. The only problem with sowing vegetables is that I can't trailblaze round 14 if I sow a vegetable here. So that's actually a reason not to sow vegetables here, is the trailblazer. Which, I do want 3 more fields out of trailblazer at least. Yeah, alright, I don't have to sow a vegetable here then. I could reno pottery. Korax wants his clay for cabbage lover, but I could reno pottery. Save a stone. Give up on building another room. It's going to be hard to win without more actions. But that might be correct to do. Thing is, I could buy the resources for the room from tax collector. Let's see. I kind of want to react to what they do. Take 2. Like if Basket Maker's Workshop and Pottery both get built, and I tax collect both of them, then there's the resources for my room right there. And there's backdoor. Okay, so backdoor means that family growth is available round 12, which makes, because Wallfly maybe builds into grow round 11, so I can build into grow round 12. So my last action could be, I want 2 reed again, so I could take 2 reed next round. I need clay though, so I kind of want to wait for someone to build the cooking hearth or the pottery so I can get 2 clay. So if I take 2 reed, there's my 5 clay. If I take 2 reed and someone builds pottery or cooking hearth, then I get 2 clay. Or the 3 clay fireplace. Yeah, so I could just Ashbring with my last move. Trigger Ashbringer. Or take vegetable. I mean, fencing, there's good animals available next round, but I don't really want to fence 7. Fencing 7 seems pretty weak. The other thing I could do is just build all the major improvements. And if I build all the 8 major improvements, who needs sickle? If I have like 12 improvement points. I wish I had like Haberdasher or something. Yeah, Haberdasher to play miners on So would be nice. Because I'm going to not need all the bake actions that I'm going to have access to. There's going to be like diminishing returns on the bakes. Wallfly builds, yeah. It builds 4 stables too, wow. Let's grab 3 wood here. And pay a food to plow. I mean, I have the stone oven and the well in 2 minor points, so I can't say that things are going really badly. Oh no, Chronicle's not a point. For some reason I thought it had a point. I need moves. I guess these guys are all like pretty wood tight. They have animal capacity, but like they're pretty tight on wood. Yeah, I think I grabbed the 2 reed. And assume that I'm getting 2 clay this round so that I can build and then grow round 12. Yeah. That's okay. And yeah, if we have a 4-point half-timbered house, that's a good amount of points. So maybe take a vegetable here, vegetable and then Ashbring again. Ashbring, that's an odd phrase. I guess Ashbringer is an odd phrase as well. Collect ash. Is that the way I should say it? Ash is a type of tree, right? So chop some ash. Sow this round. I could sow this round. It's got a plow on it. Guess I was thinking that sowing, like once these are open, it's going to be better. But it's not like I'm going to have stuff to sow on everything. PJ did not play crop rotator. No, he said, I think he figured he was going to starve, so he changed off of it. He took traveling players instead. I feel like there was something weird with the mechanics of crop rotator and seasonal worker that confused him. Because it seemed like it would have been fine to me, but I wasn't actually looking at his farm that closely. So like if you harvest the vegetable and then, you remove with crop rotator, then you can immediately resow. He could have immediately resowed a grain because his vegetable was at 1. And then in the harvest, he would have harvested the grain and sown a vegetable. So I think he was thinking that he didn't want to have to. He was going to be 1 grain short. I think he was 1 food short because he had 2 food. Then you can costermongers a veg for 4, and then you can eat a raw grain. I think he was 1 grain short of crop rotator. I think was the. This is me looking back at it retroactively. Wallfly takes 1 veg. Okay. He couldn't coster, only 1 veg. Right, but he would have resown it before he was going to. No, you would have resown. There we go. That's what it was. He was going to harvest and then not have collected a resown one in time. That was the issue. Right. Collect ash again, I suppose. It's not really exciting, but 3 wood is good. And then maybe we can fence 13. Leave wood behind for half-timbered house. Sickle doesn't look. Sickle might not happen. It should happen, but Korax is building a cooking hearth. Perfect. Let's grab 2 clay, so we can build now with our last action. Yeah. Because then we can take wood one more time before we fence. And then we can fence 15 and have wood for sickle and for half-timbered house, which would be nice. Need to pay for the second clay. So I'm using the food. I haven't been paying it, Samfolds, because I have a food on the cooking hearth from Tax Collector. So because I have tax or from Chronicle, so I'm just like I'm just removing that instead of doing anything else. That's fine. That's okay. It's good to ask. I appreciate you guys being engaged, and you catch mistakes that I make all the time, which is good. It helps me stay honest. So I just remove that food. That's basically what I've been doing, is just like removing the food. Let's build a clay room. So I'm 1 clay away, so if I can tax collect on the pottery, or I could save the clay with Inventor for half-timbered house. I have options. Issues getting enough fields for sickle. Yeah, I am. I might have issues getting enough vegetables, but I think I have enough points that it's okay. That I don't like. I wasn't really expecting to get stone oven and the well. Like stone oven and the well, and then a 4-room stone house with half-timbered house. Like that's a lot of points. I might not even need sickle. PJ17 playing livestock expert. It's a bit odd. He doesn't have room to double breed. It's quite odd. Not any room to double breed. Oh, livestock expert. Thank you. I should look at the card before reacting to it. Thank you. Yeah, I was thinking of livestock keeper. You're right. Bit amazing, only me and Wallfly have wood. Yeah. Well, the others have really focused on the pickler and their farming, right? That's part of the reason that Trailblazer is suffering. That, PJ17 started sowing pretty early. They're both going after the pickler points quite aggressively and powering their vegetable improvements and occupations. Oh, I need to feed. That's probably a good idea. Feed 6. That's fair of me to feed, right? I should play fair, follow the rules. I could start player into sow bay or into plow sow. If I start player, I really need to get vegetable back. And the downside of plow sow is I do run out of start player here is I do run out of miners. I run out of improvements to play. The other thing is the other thing I could do is if I sow this round, it's almost equivalent. Almost. Like if I just take vegetable and then do a sow bake action. It's almost equivalent. Who knows? Maybe Wallfly will start player and I'll get gifted something. Maybe she start players into family growth and I get gifted plow sow. If no one start playered on my next move, I can think about start playering again. So we've been live for 10 hours. Hey, Wallfly Start Player Supply Exchange. Been live for 10 hours, casted 1 game, played 4. If I sow bake here and Wallfly family grows, I'm going to be really upset with myself. What's Wallfly gonna do? She would like to sow. I think at 4 family members she's gonna plow sow, and that means I'm gonna get family growth. So I'm gonna sow bake here. Oh, and I can also sow onto the landscape gardener. Do I want to keep 1 space open to sow a potential another vegetable onto for pickler points? I'm at 7 here. It probably makes sense just to go for all the points. Yeah. Go for it, all my max crop score, or max grain score at least. So bake is never bad when you're blazing. $4.20, blaze it. Let's grab a reed. Pass unwanted goods, toss clay plasterer. And pay a food, plow a field. I'm a bit amazed Pottery and BMW are both still there. Have to be concerned about fence blocks. Yes, fencing is getting tight. You're right about that. I have access to Reno fence, so that's something to think about. There is both fence and Reno pressure. That's very true. Yeah. Instead of family growth, even without room. Yeah, start player. Korax renovating helps. Helps alleviate some of the pressure. I guess there haven't really been any reed discounters in the game, which is part of why the BMW is still there. I'm kind of amazed that it is, honestly. I expected to be able to grab some stone or reed from the Basque Maker's Workshop, but I've not been able to yet, which is odd. PJ17 playing Business Tutor. So Business Tutor lets him play improvements when he renos to clay. Yeah. And then play Ox when he renos to stone. Yeah, he's got to play some minors, right? Because he can't afford to play majors. Unless he first move takes 3 stone and then goes for, I don't know what it would be. Wow, Wallfly does family growth. Sow Bake no longer triggers Trailblazer because I sowed all my grain. I think I've made some mistakes here. I'm going to start player Half Timbered House because I can save a clay. Start player into Sow Bake. I do have a grain, yeah. Man, I should have held one more grain behind, and then I could have plow sowed here. Although Half Timbered House might be a very safe play. Because I like Reno Fence, I like get Reno Improvement less next round. But if I could Reno Sickle at the end of the round, that would be pretty good. Make sure I get 3 stone, yes. Well, I mean, I don't have to. Honestly, I could buy, with Tax Collector, I could buy 2 stone. But it is unreliable. I'm not guaranteed to get it. Wallfly builds the pottery. I think so. Yeah, if Wallfly builds the pottery, I can buy 2 stone from her building the pottery. She does have the potter though, but she's got Hill Cultivator, like it gets her more clay, so I would expect Wallfly builds the pottery. PJ17 fences, okay. So Wallfly maybe should Reno here. Wallfly builds the pottery. Beautiful. So I can tax collect 2 stone. And then this lets me... I could plow here with the intention of first move renovating... with the intention of plow sow next round. So I could sow bake. I guess I could sow bake to block a different space. Yeah. Or else I could fence and try to get 2 pairs of animals. Fencing and getting pairs of animals would be nice. Oh, fence is taken. What am I saying? Yeah, we'll sow bake, sure. Sow bake looks good. Look who loves Ashbringer now. Sow is worse than plow if I take vegetable. I'm forced to Reno Fence first move? Probably. I guess it depends on what Korax does. If Korax takes more wood, that seems clear. The thing is, Korax, if he spends a wood for his merchant plowman and doesn't take any more wood, then Korax sitting at 3 wood is not a threat to fence, right? PJ can Reno Fence? Yeah, PJ can Reno Fence. That gets 2 imps from Business Tutor. So yeah, he would have to have... Yes, it would have to have 3 improvements for Major Minor to be better than than Business Tutor. That's a very good point, Sid. Yeah, you're right about that. Korax takes wood. So yeah, I probably have to first move Reno Fence. I think I'm going to take a cattle and then collect ash. Cattle's a 2-point move. Takes away points from my opponents. I want another game, so I'm deliberately tanking the score. I'm sorry, guys. Once I get to 10 hours, like at 9.5, I'm like really raring to go. Like, yeah, let's do more. At 10 hours, I'm kind of like, oh, you know what? I think that's enough. I don't know how people do 24-hour streams. If we were going to do a 24-hour stream, I'd have to plan, schedule to have people come on. Like, I'd have to have Lumen come on and stream with me and have, hang out with Sid and Damba again, that kind of thing. I'd have to do a lot, more variety stuff. I'd probably have to stop playing Agricola and, play Magic for a couple hours or something. I don't think I'd be able to play Agricola for 24 hours. I mean, unless I scheduled games. If I could schedule games for every 2 hours, put up, guys, I'm going to stream for 24 hours. Let's fill, every 2 hour section. I could do that. Yeah. That would probably how I would have to do it. I'd have to get people to schedule for game times. And the difficult thing would be in the middle of the night for my time, I'm having to get the Hong Kong players mostly, and having conversations with them is sometimes more difficult. Korax playing Harvest Feast. Well, I want a Trailblaze next round, so I'm only going to collect the 6 grain, or the 6 clay, or 6 grain. The board game shop has a 24-hour marathon every Black Friday. Takes me to 6 p.m., but by 4 a.m. it's all loopy party. Yeah, that's right. That's what you have to do to keep the energy up, right? You have to do stuff like that. You start playing Cards Against Humanity or whatever silly stuff. Harvest all but one crop from each field. I have a sow, so I guess I can harvest this grain as well. Sure, I can harvest the grain from my 3G field, but it doesn't make a difference. Why not harvest one more grain? Yeah, I can do that. Sure. We'll grab wood. And then we get to feed 8, pay a food to Trailblaze. Reno fence 15. So we can start tallying up some points. I think I made an error not sowing the veggies onto landscape because I passed. Yes, you're right, Sid. Yep, I knew about Harvest Feast. Absolutely. Yeah, because if I had done that differently, then Sow Bake might be correct here. It might be worth the risk because then I could play Sickle. Yep. You're absolutely right, Sid. I can't get to 4 vegetables with 1 sow action because of that mistake. Yeah, good. You're right to point that out. For sure. Probably doesn't matter. Wallfly will sow bake for 3 points. Yeah, I feel like Plow Sow is pretty good for a Korax here. Ooh. Merchant Plowman. I was going to say where that extra field come from, but Merchant Plowman. So Korax wants to do a 4-point clay move. So I should start counting points here. So I'm at 12, 20, 23, 27, 31, 32, 33, 31, 34, 35, 39, 43. So I count myself at about minus 142. So I count myself at about 42 points right now. Korax is at 20, 22, 23, 22, 26, 30, 32, 33, 37. I guess I count Dronary for 4. 37, 38, 39, 40, plus potentially 4 points Cabbage Lover, plus Pickler. So Korax is my biggest opponent. So it might be correct to take 4 clay here, because Wallfly and PJ17 are not close. So it might be correct to take 4 clay if Korax does not do it with his next move. Korax is I'm counting Korax at like 45, 46 with Cabbage Lover. So if I get Family Growth back, I'm probably good. But if I don't get Family Growth back, I need to think about blocking Korax probably. Yeah, so I'm at 46. So I probably have enough to beat Korax. PJ17 took so big. Interesting. Oh, with Crop Rotator, of course, so bake is better for PJ17. But, yeah, seems unfortunate the way the end of the game has worked out for some of these guys. It's been weird. It's been a bit weird. How did PJ ever have an empty field? Well, he never played Crop Rotator, right? But yeah, it was a bit odd. I know. He still hasn't played it though, right? You have to remember. Yeah. Korax does their 4-point clay move. So I'll take Cattle, because Cattle's a 2-point... Oh no, it's not 2 points. It's a 1 point for me. So I should keep doing 2-point moves. So Boar, Sheep are 2-point moves. So we should be good. We should be good. Crazy good with Machete. Yeah, that was sort of weird. Yeah, like he didn't play it there, and then he was just like, whatever. It's gone. I wonder if he wanted to sow bake in rounds that I sow baked, and that messed him up. Something like that. So Korax probably has Lord of the Manor, right? Which means it's only 2 points right now, so I'm not really afraid of it. I wonder what Wallfly's last occupation does. She said no educator a couple times. Rip Mason. Oh, her last doc was Mason. Wow, she had educator, first pick educator, then Mason. So what's PJ17 got sitting there? What do they take over Mason? I don't know. Oh my goodness, did PJ17 first pick Constable? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. That might be enough to jump one of those two, jump PJ17 ahead of me. I saw the tutor. Maybe, would you first pick Constable over Mason? I probably would not, but it's possible. P9. Alright, well, we will see. Uh, 49, it looks like. Korax can't get Constable, which is good, but it might be enough. No, it's not enough. Yeah, PJ17 does have Constable. Yeah, so first pick Constable. Looks like I win anyways, so doesn't look like it matters. Even with Constable, it's not enough for PJ17. Why did he Reno there? I'm not sure what you're responding to, Sid. Well, Historian's a very fun card. Oh, Reno last move. Ah, I see. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I have no idea. I guess Korax was out of actions. Wallfly announced she had Mason and hadn't played it with Educator. And I have no occupations left in hand because 6 played and 1 on the table. So Occupation was as unblockable as Reno. Yeah. And not quite because of Wallfly having Mason, but I think we've still got PJ17 beat. Not so worried about Korax now, excuse me. Because Korax has got like 46, I think. 5 Cabbage Lover, 2 Lord of the Manor, 1 Dolly's Mother. PJ17 is closer. Now it says 43, it looks like. Alright. Hey, we got there on our we got our second win. Yeah, Historian, very fun card. Very fun card, Historian. Could not play Inventor Tax Collector without them. Like, it just would not, I would not have had the time. It's too much work. Oh, Pickler, of course. It might be a tie then. Korax. So plus 12, so 39. 39 and 5, 44. 47. Oh, 50. Oh, they might have me beat. Yeah, Korax might be up at 50. Oh, geez. Darn. Yeah, 1 point from the Merchant. I missed 1 point from Merchant Plowman, of course. And the Pickler, I forgot about 50. Oh my goodness, we lost by 1 point. Oh, one. Oh, darn it. Well, I guess I needed to play riskier in round 14. Yeah, I probably needed to play riskier and hope that I got Renault fence back. I probably needed to first move plow sow. Yeah. Yeah. It would have been nice to tax collect the 2 reed Basket Maker's Workshop. That would have been a full action. And of course, Sickle would have been great. I could have taken the clay. I could have taken the 4 clay, yeah. If I take clay, Korax grows, yeah. 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 That's disappointing. That was a very nice hand. Where did this go wrong? This is very disappointing. Very disappointing to not have won with this hand. This hand is so nice. Maybe I need to draft my miners differently. Passing House Goat and Harvest Feast to the Lord of the Manor. Yeah. Pickler won with only 5 vegetables. That's true. Yeah. PJ17 should have had a lot more vegetables. Absolutely. And I mean, I'm not, like, I don't have the boar either, so I'm not really that close for Constable. Okay, well, that means we're going into another game. He had crop rotator as well, though, so I think with crop rotator, I think it's pretty clear. It's a lot better, at least I'll say that. I need one more field, yes. I need one more field.